Welcome to the video lecture series on number systems. And this lecture is the first lecture based on the aptitude training session. And this is Dr. K.N.Sivabalan. So, we'll be learning about number systems in an elaborate fashion. In today's number system topic, we'll be learning about identifying the factors of a number. So, find the factors or divisors of a number. For instance, so in this case, I have given 90. So, how will you find the factors of this number? So to find the factors of this number, we will start to divide it by the lowest prime number. So the lowest prime number is 1 and the next prime number is actually 2, because when we try to divide 1 with 1, there will not be any changes. We will be getting the same number. So we will start from the prime number called as 2. So now 90 divided by 2 goes 45 up to 45. Now 45 cannot be divided by 2. Now we will try to divide by 3 now. So immediately we cannot go for 5. We have to divide it by 3. So when we divide it by 3, it goes 15 times. And again, when divided by 3, it goes 5 times. Okay. Now the factors are 2 into 3 squared into 5. Okay, now this 2 can be written as 2 to the power of 1 and 3 squared into 5 to the power of 1. Now, how will you identify the factors? You take the power of 2. The power of 2 is 1. So, 1 plus 1, it is 2. So, into the power of 3 is actually 2. So, take this 2 and add 1 to that. So, 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, power of 5 is actually 1. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So, we will multiply this. So, 2 into 3 into 2. So, altogether, there are 12 factors. So, there are 12 factors. The answer for this question is totally there are 12 factors for the number 90. So, we will have 12 factors here for the number 90. Now, so in short, we can have, now what are the factors here? So what are the factors? How will you identify the factors? So to identify the factors, we have to start from spanning the number from 2 to the power of, say for example, what is the maximum power of 2 here? The maximum power of 2 is actually 1. Okay, so 2 to the power of 1. So now the power of 2 can be written as minimum it can be spanning from 2 to the power of 0, maximum it can be spanning to 2 to the power of 1. Now, take 3. 3, what is the power of 3 here? The power of 3, maximum power is 3 to the power of 2. So, we can minimum have 3 to the power of 0. Next, we can have 3 to the power of 1. And maximum will have 3 to the power of 2. And in this case, 5 have power called as 1. So, minimum it can have 5 to the power of 0 and maximum it can 5 to the power of 1. Now, we will just try to multiply this. So, 2 power 0 into t to the power 0 into 5 to the power of 0. So, what will be the answer? 2 to the power of 0 is 1 and 3 to the power of 0 is 1 and 5 to the power of 0 is again 1. So, first factor is 1. Now, 2 to the power of 0, 3 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 1. So, if we do like this, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 3 to the power of 0 is 1 and 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So, is equal to 5. 5 is another factor. Now, we will try to multiply now this 2 to the power of 0 into 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 0. So, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 3 to the power of 1 is 3 and 5 to the power of 0 is 1. So, now we will get 3 as a factor now. And then 2 to the power of 0, 3 to the power of 1 and 5 to the power of 1. So, we will multiply like this. If we do like this, what will happen? So, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 3 to the power of 1 is 3 and 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So, altogether 15 is a factor. Now, the next is 2 to the power of 0 and 3 to the power of squared here. So, 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 3 to the power of squared is 9. 9 into, now we just multiply this t to the power of 2 with 5 to the power of 0. 5 to the power of 0 is again 1. So 9 is a factor. Now 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Then 3 squared is 9. Then take this 3 squared, multiply with 5 to the power of 1. 5 to the power of 1 is 5. Okay. So 9 5s are 45. 45 is another factor. Now we have multiplied everything with 2 to the power of 0. Now we will go for 2 to the power of 1. So 2 to the power of 1 is 2. Then 5 to the 3 to the power of 0 is 1. And 5 to the power of 0 is again 1. So we will get 2. So if we go like this, we will altogether have 12 factors like this. So this is the way of identifying the number of factors and what are the factors which are connected with the corresponding number. So we'll solve the next problem. The next problem is find the factors for 320. How many? Find the factors for 320. So the question should be find the number of factors for 320. So 320, now we will try to divide it by 2. The lowest prime number, now it goes 160. It goes up to 160 times. Now 1 again it is divided by 2. It goes, the quotient will be 80. When again 80 is divided by 2, it goes up to 40. Then again it is divided by 2, it will be 20. Then again when it is divided by 2, it is 10. When again it is divided by 2, it will be 5. 5 cannot be mitigated, so it stops over here. So how many 2's are here? There are 2 to the power of 6 and 5 to the power of 1. Okay, so what are the number of factors? Now take the power of 2 here. Power of 2 is 6. So 6 plus 1, there are 7. And what is the power of 5? 5 to the power of is 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So altogether 7 into 2 is equal to 14 factors. There are 14 factors for the number called as 320. So this is a way of identifying the factors here. So now what are the factors? It's very simple to identify what are the factors. Every time you have to span from 2 to the power of 0. So now if you just cross multiply, maximum power is for 2 is 6. So 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 6. 6 is the maximum, we cannot go further. Now what is the power for 5? Maximum power is 1 and minimum power would be 5 to the power of 0, 5 to the power of 1. So if we do like this, then altogether we will be getting 14 factors for this number. Now we will list out some of the factors here. 2 to the power of 0 is 2, 1 and 5 to the power of 0 is 1 again. So 2 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 0, 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So I will just change this color, so it will be better. Okay. Now 2 to the power of 0, 5 to the power of 1. So 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So is equal to 5 is another factor. Now 2 to the power of 1 is 2. Then 5 to the power of 0 is 1 here. So it is again 2. Then 2 to the power of 1, 5 to the power of 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So is equal to 10. 10 is a factor. Then 2 squared. 2 squared is 4 and 5 to the power of 0 is 1 is equal to 4 is a factor. 2 squared, then 4 into 5 to the power of 1 is 5. So 4 into 5, 20 is a factor. So now we have altogether 6 factors, but 14 factors we have to get. So if we just do like this in the fashion continuously, then we will get all the 14 factors for the number. Now we'll go for the next one. Find the factors for 1250. 1250. So what is the way to do this? So 1250. 1250, when you divide it by 2, it goes 6, 2 and 5. 6 to 5. Then again 2 cannot be divided. Now we will go for 3. And when you go for 3, it can be divided. Okay, so we cannot divide by 3 also. Now we will go for 5 here. When you take 5, it goes 12 times. So 125. Again 125 can be divided by 5. So it goes 2 and 25 times, again 5, it goes 5 times. Okay, so what are the factors here? So we have 2 one time and 5 we have 4 times. Okay, so now how many factors are here? So the factors are, 2 to the power of 1. Take the power of 2 here, it is 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 into, what is the power of 5 here? 5 power is 4. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So 2 into 5 is equal to, altogether there are 10 factors. There are 10 factors for this number. I'll go for the next one. Find the number of odd factors for 625. So find the number of odd factors for 625. So now we have to find the factors. From that we have to take only the odd factors. Now when we take 625, now 625 is divisible by 5. Now it goes up to 125. So 125, then again divisible by 5, it goes up to 25. And 25 divisible by 5, it is 5. Okay, now altogether there is 5 to the power of 4. Okay, but what is our number of factors here? Number of factors is, we take the power of 4 here. Power of 4 is actually, power of 5 is 4. So 4 plus 1, okay, is equal to together 5 factors. There are only 5 factors. Okay, but how many odd factors are here? Okay, the question will be a slightly a twisting question, but understand now how many odd numbers are there in the factors. Okay, we have only one number called as 5, and that 5 is an odd number. That 5 is an odd number. So what are the factors for this odd number here? Odd number of factors. The odd number of factors is very simple. 5 to the power of 4 is there. So when we take this power of 4 and add 1 to that, then there are 5 odd factors. You see, what are the odd numbers here? 5 is an odd number, and you see the power of 5. So we can see, they say that 4 plus 1, there are 5 odd factors. So number of factors, number of odd factors are both similar as far as this problem is concerned. There are not any deviation here. Now when we go for the next one, find the odd factors for 120. So 120, we will try to find the factors now. 120 divided by 2, it is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15 should be, now 15 is not divisible by 2. Now we have to go for 3. So 15 is divisible by 3 5 times. Okay, now 5 cannot be mitigated further. So what are the factors here? 2 to the power of 3 is one factor. 3 to the power of 1 is another factor, and 5 to the power of 1 is another factor. Now the question has been asked, how many odd factors are here? What is the odd number here? I can say that 3 and 5 are called as odd numbers. You say take only the factors of odd numbers here. 3 is one factor and 5 is one factor. So what is the power of 3? Power of 3 is actually 1. So 1 plus 1. Okay, and what is the power of 5? Power of 5 is again 1. So into 1 plus 1. So altogether 2 into 2 is equal to, there are 4 odd factors, and these factors are called as odd factors here. Okay, I hope that you are able to get it. Now what are the odd factors? What are the 4 odd factors which divides this 120? Now what is the minimum number for 3 here? Maximum number is 1. So minimum number for 3 is 3 to the power of 0, and maximum is 3 to the power of 1. And what is the minimum number for 5? 5 to the power of 0, 5 to the power of 1. So what are the factors now? So multiply 3 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 0. 3 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 0. 5 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Okay. Then 3 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 1. 3 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 1 is 1 into 5. Answer is 5. Okay, now multiply 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 0. So 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 0. So 3 to the power of 1 is 3 and 5 to the power of 0 is 1. So the answer is 3. Now 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 1. So 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 1. So what is the answer here? 3 into 5 is actually 15. Now these numbers are called as, all these numbers are called as the odd factors, which can divide the number called as 120. Okay. Now, 1 will be dividing 120, 5 will be dividing 120, 3 will be dividing 120, and 15 will be dividing 120. So, all these are called as odd factors. Okay. Now, going to the next one. Find the even factors here. So, find the even factors for the number called as 120. Okay. Now, find only the even factors for 120. So, I will use another color for representing. Okay. So, what are the even factors here? So, the even factors are, we will try to find the factors. So, 240 divided by 2 will be 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15 cannot be divisible by 2. I will go for 3. 3 will be dividing 15 by 5 times. So, how many factors are here? 2 to the power of 4 and 3 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 1. Now, there is one way to find it. First, we can find what are the odd factors and find the total number of factors. Total number of factors minus odd factors is even factors. That is one way. So, the question here is, if we want to find even factors. So, even factors is equal to total factors minus odd factors. Okay. Now we'll go for this method. That I will just tell the other method also. Now, total number of factors. What is the total number of factors? 2 to the power of 4. Okay. Now 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Now 3 to the power of 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now what is the power of 5 here? 5 to the power of 1. So take 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 into 2 into 2. Okay. 5 into 2 is 10. 10 into 2 is, so total number of factors are 20 factors. Total number of factors is 20 factors. Okay. So welcome back. Now there are 20 factors. Now what is the other way to find the number of factors? So here we have to identify the odd factors here. So what is the odd factors here? So 3 is an odd factor, 5 is an odd factor. You take the power of 3. So power of 3 is actually 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And the power of 5 is again 1. So again it is 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. So 2 into 2, actually it is 4 factors. So altogether, what are the even number of factors here? The even number of factors is based on this formula, 20 minus 4 is equal to 16 even factors. So according to the problem, we have 16 even factors. But understand that it is not confined to 16. Now we will actually take another method to solve this even factors here. Now, what is the other way of doing that? Okay. Now, you see what is the even factor here? What is the even factor here? 2 is called as an even factor. Okay. So, what is the power of 2? Power of 2 is 4. So, 4 into. So, I am not adding 1 to with 4. I am simply taking the power of 4 as it is. I am not changing that. I am not adding 1 to that. Now, what is the odd number of factors here? What is the odd number of factors here? 3 to the power of 1. 1 is an odd number. 1 is a factor for 3. So, I make 1 plus 1. No change in it. Now, coming to 5, we have factor 1. So, 1 plus 1, which is another change in it. No change in it. Okay. So, you have to add 1 to odd number of power of odd number of factors. Now, when you multiply it, 4 into 2 into 2 is equal to 16 even factors. Okay. So, this is another way of identifying even factors. Either you go by this method or you can go by this method. So, there are multiple methods to solve this. Now, find the even number of factors for 20, 80. So, 80 divided by 2 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, altogether how many factors are here? 2 to the power of 4 and 5 to the power of 1. So, total number of factors is 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 to the power of 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 5 into 2. So there are total 10 factors, but this is not called as even factors. Okay, this is total number of factors. Now the question has been asked, how many even factors are there? How many even factors? Now what is the even number here? Even number is 2. To take the power of 2, power of 2 is 4 into. Now what is the other factors here? We have 5. 5 is an odd factor. So power of 5 is 1. So 1 plus 1. Okay. So you have to add only to the odd factor powers. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. So 4 into 2 is equal to how many factors are here? So there are 8 factors, and all these 8 factors are called as even factors. All these 8 factors are called as even factors. So thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.